Morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. This is day 9 of Rogue Grandmaster. We are the theorists. Yes, we are back again after a day. Same energy. The day 9 in our journey to Grandmaster. Today will be 10 minutes rapid game, and we hope to bring same energy as last stream. We won it consecutively, one loss, and the last stream. Let's see what happens in this game. Mr. Khatri, let's have some fun. May I have a screen, please? Thank you. Here I have your screen. Okay, this is the Caracan defense for the first game here. Khatri has been predominant playing towards the queen side in this position here. Early knight bishop exchange in the d4 square and queen comes up for Mr. Alexei. Mr. Khatri has some plans to bring out his bishop as well. Now he wants to open up the rook file there, the h1, but that won't be the case for now. Potentially now it is possible, but only time will tell what the truth is, what the future of this game is, what the destiny is. For now, it is the check that we must abstain from. Khatri goes with counter attack there, bishop attacks. Perhaps Khatri is anticipating bishop will take the pawn there, and the pawn takes the bishop. Then the rook attacks the queen takes the rook. Sorry, queen takes the pawn. So that is what Khatri has anticipated for now. Khatri hasn't quite been able to mobilize all of his pieces yet, but now he has some plans to do so. I think Khatri must be able to move his bishop first, then only knight, so that the bishop has some rooms to move around there. We have Mr. Saroz Thapa on board. Hello, Mr. Saroz. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Khatri doesn't seem to have any strong plans to castle in this game. He had just gone for knight bishop exchange. I don't clearly understand where this game is going. Khatri has pretty much only pawns developed in this position, but Mr. Alexei on the other hand has his rook on the open file, the knight pretty much mobilized, the queen mobilized. So I think Mr. White has a slight edge in this game, but I'm not stockfish, so it can be inaccurate. Khatri marches ahead with his knight here, placing the knight on e4. Khatri has some plans to attack the pawn on b2 right there. But Mr. Alexei dismisses Khatri's plans by simply moving the pawn ahead. But Khatri hasn't stopped challenging Mr. Alexei here. For now, the rook is under attack. Oh my god, the rook on c5 has found a beautiful square to move to. The knight is under attack but well protected by the queen on d8. But if somehow Mr. White can dismiss the position of the queen, then it is a 3-point loss for Mr. Khatri. He must search of a backup plan. He, he must plan a he must plan a escape route there. Look at that. The rook on c6 is chilled, just chilling in the square. It doesn't seem to be bothered by any other pieces of Mr. Khatri. Is that a tyranny here? Now Khatri has to maneuver from this position, else the knight will be clearly under attack. Double attack, single protector means it's the win of the attacker. But for now, Khatri has been able to abstain from the threat for a time being because he has exchanged his rooks right there. If you don't know, rooks are the pieces that looks like wall of a castle. Look at that, the corner A1 piece, that's the rook. It moves on a plus. It moves like plus, up, down, left, right. Straight, straight moves are made by the rooks. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountains. Here, Khatri has gained almost a minute worth of advantage, but will time advantage only be enough to win this game? Definitely not. In the 1700, 1800 range, you must be able to win with tactics. You must know how to play the openings. This was the Caracan defense followed by advanced uh, defense. The White King has gained some space to breathe in. The G2 square has been cleared out as escape route for Mr. White, Mr. Alexei. Now Khatri marches ahead with his queen, but will that march be fruitful? For now he has attacked the pawn on a4, but the pawn can be simply protected by the rook. But no, Mr. White has some other plans here. Now Mr. Khatri takes on the knight. The queen takes. Sorry. The knight takes the knight. That is a mistake from Mr. White. Mr. White could have taken the knight with the queen, then queen takes the pawn, pawn takes Someone in the chat says great commentary. Thank you very much. Pleasure that you are watching and we are able to entertain you. What is happening in this game? Mr. Khatri is taking some time here. He wants to move his rook, create some tension on the far side of the board. Both of the kings seem to be chilled and relaxing. Mr. White has some place to breathe in for his king. Meanwhile, Mr. Black, Mr. Khatri's king has been settled down on what's that square? G? Yeah, G8 square. It's pretty much slow paced mid game right here. Let's see what happens. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. If you want to play with us, just drop your username and we'll invite you for an unrated or rated game, whatever you like. The knight on c5 is pretty much pinned, but we cannot say that that's a pin because if the knight moves, the rook takes the queen on c6, then the bishop takes the other queen on a3, so it's pretty much equals position. So we cannot say that's a pin directly, but indeed it is. The knight on c5 is really powerful. Also real power there. Now, if Khatri cannot create some counter play here, the influence of knight and the combination of the knight with the rook can be a real threat here. Khatri can exchange his pieces, go for exchange, but he doesn't seem to be quite appealed by the exchange theory here. I don't know what's going on through his mind. If exchange feels a bit unnecessary, less awarding, less rewarding to him, or whatsoever. I clearly don't understand what's happening in this game, but still, a confident voice will always so. I don't know what I was trying to say, but bringing your attention back to the game, Khatri could have taken the pawn on d4, but he can't because the rook will be unprotected. So rook will be taken by the queen and it's the game over pretty much. Khatri has been stuck in a deadlock kind of situation here. He cannot move his rook because the queen will be giving check. He cannot move his queen because the rook will be unprotected right there on b5 square. So Khatri must be able to create some counterplay here, else it is a game over. I have been repeating this and I'll still repeat it. It can be a game over for Mr. Khatri if he cannot play, if he cannot bring some counterplay in this game. Now Khatri might just be able to gain some tempo here because the knight has backed up, or is the back of just the back steps for a greater leap? That's the question for now. The knight takes the pawn, the rook takes the knight takes by the queen takes the queen, and it's win for Mr. Khatri. That's the ideal situation that ain't gonna happen here. Oh my god, that did happen. That did happen, and Khatri didn't play rook takes. Oh, now I see why he didn't play that. Alright. If Khatri had played rook takes the knight, then the queen would have moved to the e8, and it's pretty much game over after that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now rook also. Oh, Khatri has a chance to gain some tempo by giving some check. Maybe one or two checks, and Khatri will have some time to change his piece, bring his piece back to some coordination, neutralize some threats. Khatri has been trying to act some fancy calculation type of gameplay here, but clearly it's just random yellow arrows that he's showing us. It's ridiculous that Khatri believes we'll just believe him, but no. तेरी झुकी नजर. Khatri thinks that he can rotate the the king around, but let's see what happens. I think he is going to indeed rotate the king around. Wow. That's just a wow. Khatri is indeed rotating the king around, and oh my god, wait. It is a checkmate, I guess. Oh, wait, no, not yet. Wait. Is it a checkmate? No, not yet. Wait. The queen moves the king. Oh. It is a twist. Khatri can move somewhere else. No, wait. Khatri chooses to go with another check here. Khatri has less than 45 seconds remaining. He must be able to draw this game or win this game by any means. Two viewers are watching us. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you want to play with us, just drop your username. Let's see if Khatri has a plan here. What is Khatri up to here? Does he have a checkmate plan, or he's just messing around? Oh, it's a draw by repetition now. Oh my god, all these 20 minutes of gameplay for just draw by repetition? Khatri could have won this if he had played some better moves, I guess, because he had all the control. He didn't win this. It's ridiculous that he didn't win this. He could have moved his rook ahead in time, on time. That's a checkmate right there. Khatri could have easily won this, but I don't know what was he trying to do. or it's just process of following the ritual, starting off with e4, simple e6. Oh my god, it has done some creative variation. It's a Sicilian defense with French variation. So it can be dangerous, I guess. Khatri doesn't usually play with this kind of opening, so it can be a new and threat by surprise to him. But let's see. There is a kingdom. So what's happening in this game is both of the knights are, oh sorry, all four of the knights are pretty much active. Mr. Khatri is trying to mobilize his bishop as well. I think same goes for Mr. Black. No, not for now. Mr. John Rick wants to exchange some of the pieces and then only bring out the bishop as a protection to the king. Wow. Knight attacks the knight. Some chances of knight to knight exchange here. Today I don't feel like doing anything. Da 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 da. Mr. John Rick, after some time, plays knight to d4. That is a really good move because not only it dismisses the threat of knight exchange, but also it counterattacks the queen on e2. So it's really impressive move by Mr. John Rick. Mr. Khatri, after 5 or 6 seconds, oh no, 22 seconds, no, wait. After some moment of thought, goes for queen to d1 and Vishadari with all of his pieces almost been mobilized is just relaxed, playing his own game here. A fortress kind of structure is what we are witnessing from Mr. John Dick right there. Bishop followed by bishop, knight protected by pawns protected by knight, bishops protected by knights, and queen protected by pawn. Oh my god, it's pretty much structured and well coordinated pieces within Mr. John Rich. This game, I think this game is moving towards a complex mid game because a player must be able to calculate all of the position considering all of the pieces available, and most of the pieces are still on board, and there's little to none chance of the pieces being exchanged for now. Look at that. Mr. Zonrik and Mr. Khatri both are trying to create some threats, but none of them are going for a prominent exchange or prominent take or take and take, which can be leading towards a complex mid game and end game, and a complex mid or end game usually doesn't give a good result to someone intuitive like Khatri, because intuition is the best option to move when you have limited pieces and you have limited option of moves. But when you have a lot of pieces, intuition usually doesn't work because intuition doesn't properly calculate the position, doesn't calculate the outcomes. So yeah, Mr. Khatri must have some backup plans in his mind. Yeah, that is why Mr. Khatri gives away his knight to simplify the position right here. A great move by Mr. Khatri. Even the engine doesn't recognize that as a great move. Mr. Khatri will, and I will. Now Mr. Khatri will go for a pawn x3, or he wants to attack the queen. The queen that had just munched on the knight. Mr. Khatri's knight. It's a pretty cold night here at the place where we live. Yo. Khatri is behind with 3 points worth of advantage here and disadvantage here. So I don't know why Khatri is still playing, not just resigning this game. Maybe he has some optimism left. Look at the bishops, the knights from Mr. Jory. Well positioned, well coordinated. Not so well coordinated, but still they are well positioned, and the influence in the central square of the board from the four pieces are remarkable. What is Mr. Khatri's knight doing there? It's still powerful, but it has been suppressed by the influence of other four pieces of Mr. John. I'm a bit sleepy, clearly not able to comprehend the moves, but still, it's fascinating to watch such complex mid game here. You don't know what's the outcome of moving a piece when you have so many pieces. I think now Mr. Zornik will consider exchanging his pieces in order to simplify this position and ultimately win because he has 3 points worth of advantage. What happened here? I just slept. Khatri has almost 5 minutes remaining, and Mr. Johnrick has little more than 5.5 minutes. Both of the teams seem to be equally positioned here, but of course, Johnrick has a better age in this game. Of course, Mr. Zornig will be down for exchange. He wants to enter the endgame and ultimately give a checkmate here. But Khatri won't give a chance of checkmate because he'll resign before he's going to get checkmated. That's the difference between a new player and a 1700 ELO player. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second game, the day 9 of Road to Grandmaster. Mr. Khatri is playing with black pieces here. We have Mr. John Rick from I don't know what country that is. That is Iceland. And yeah, Mr. John Rick is clearly doing better in this game. And sometimes we say Mr. Khatri might miss with white pieces. And Khatri seems to be missing away in this game. The rooks are well connected here, but the connection between the rooks doesn't seem to bother Mr. Zornrig here. Mr. Zornrig's position is clearly more influential in the center, but I think Khatri has been able to maneuver over the disadvantage and gain some power, gain some influence over the board. Only the end result will probably justify who has dominated this. I think Mr. Khatri is cheating. On stream, he just plays like shit, and back of the stream, he goes to boom 1800 elo, boom 700 elo. After 2 weeks, he'll be like boom 900 elo. So we can definitely doubt Mr. Khatri's elo surge. Bringing back your attention to this game, Mr. Khatri has exchanged queens, knights, the bishop, now the knight on e3 questions the existence of bishop on g2. Mr. Soros, what do you think of this position here? Okay, okay. Yeah, so Soros is trying to say that he properly doesn't understand and comprehend this position, same like me, but he still says that Mr. Khatri might have a chance to win this game, but he must be able to maneuver over the disadvantages that he had. The double pawns, the isolated pawns. Oh, he doesn't have an isolated pawn. Mr. Black does. Now Khatri will start a series of check, I must say. But I don't think he can also go for a series of check because the back rank, the eighth file, has been well protected, has been well coordinated by the rook. Look at that. A8 rook is just beautifully, silently, and peacefully sitting there for a long time, just looking for the bit, looking for the prey. If Mr. Khatri somehow misses his movement and just tries to give a check from the E8 square, then boom, the A8 rook will now have a chance to move, and first move will be taking the rook. Yo, we have a fan subscriber on chat. Hello, great commentary, fun to watch this stream. Thank you. Thank you for watching the stream. Welcome, and if you want to play with us, just drop your username. We'll invite you to this game. Rate it or date it, whatever you like. This is Road to Grandmaster Day 9. We have been doing this for a while. It's been like 6 or 7 months that we are streaming uh, off and on. Inconsistently, we are streaming, but still, it's fun in stream. Some people saw randomly. This was Sicilian defense, French variation. We don't look at numbers. We don't look at numbers. Great person for a live stream despite the numbers. Oh, thank you, thank you. We don't look at numbers. That's great. Yeah, that's great. You are also great that you are here. We don't look at numbers because when we look at numbers, we get 730 elo. We flex elo, not watching the viewers. Thank you. Yo, we have Variant Chess Daily on chat. Hello, Variant Chess Daily. Where are you from? And how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. We are almost at the end of this game. Both of the rooks are there for both of the team. Mr. John Rick. I play Sicilian Bengarini. I'm not pretty sure what that is, but good for you. Thank you. If you can explain what that is, that would be really great. But thank you for showing up. If you want to play with us, just drop your username, alright? We'll invite you for a rated or unrated game, whatever you like. For now, Mr. Zonrik has less than 1 minute remaining here. Okay, you're from US, and you're good. Oh, welcome to the stream, and good morning to you. It's E4, C5, and C6. Yeah, the stream is like 10 to 15 seconds delayed from when I speak to when it gets broadcasted. E4, okay, so E4 and the Sicilian means C5 and then C6. Okay, so knight moves to C6. Oh, all right. Here, Mr. John Wick has less than 30 seconds remaining. The rooks are pretty much well mobilized here. Khatri wants to give some check, win some tempo, perhaps end this in a draw. Ending this in a draw would be a kind of win-win situation for Mr. Khatri because he has been in a disadvantage of 3 points for a long time in this game, and still he is holding this position, holding the equalist kind of position here. So kudos to Mr. Khatri, props to you. Oh my god. And Khatri won this on time. It's ridiculous that Khatri has in this game. The previous game, Khatri ended in a draw. And where are you from? Kathmandu? Yeah, we are from Kathmandu. Thank you. Nice game. Variant says is saying nice game. Thank you. Mr. Khatri, I think we can have one more game. Can we have one more game, Mr. Khatri? I'm not pretty sure where Khatri has been. Thank you for watching the stream. If you can consider liking it, that would be great. Subscribe to the channel. We post some shorts as well. We do streams. Yeah, thank you. If you want to play with us, just drop your username. Here we have Karragan defense, the main line. Yeah, Khatri goes for Alien Gambit after a long time. I remember he played this Gambit like 3 months, 2 months ago, and it was unsuccessful attempt. As far as I remember. Yeah, we tried to play this Gambit, but this was pretty unsuccessful attempt last time. Let's see what happens here. We have 5 viewers. Welcome to the stream. I don't know who are these 5 people. What value do you get from this stream? Why are you watching? Adri, QD5 is probably already losing if you are Woody. LOL. LOL. So variant chess really, I don't know what your name is, but Mr. Khatri is playing and I am just giving voice to this game, and I am not a pro gamer, the chess player. I don't know what happens in this game. I just know how the pieces move. I know some basic uh, openings, and I just speak around the game. So I'm not pretty sure what you are talking about, but it still sounds technical and sounds like you are familiar to this game. So I respect you giving some ideas here. Yeah, thank you. Haven't quite paid attention to this game. The queen, the black queen, seems to be really interested in taking on the white's territory. Khatri generally don't freaks out, doesn't freak out, but I think today is the day of exception, and he just wrote that in chat. Khatri, I hope you contemplate on your short temperness and work on it. This is just a game and play like a game. We respect you experimenting with the moves, experimenting with the openings, and failing, and sometimes being successful with it. But I hope you maintain the
professionalism and gentleness of this game by keeping your composure, by maintaining your um, I don't know what that word is, maintaining your dignity, maintaining the decorum of this very game. This is a game of gentlemen, and we play it professionally despite of the results. We have we have billions and trillions of outcomes that can occur in this game, but what must be constant is our attitude toward this game. Oh my god, that's a good one from me. Thank you. This game seems to be pretty simple and simplified so far. What I am able to see is Mr. Khatri lacks 4 points worth of advantage. Each piece have a value assigned to it based on its importance in this uh, in the position in the game, and he doesn't. Khatri has 4 points less. That means he lost a knight or pawn, bishop or pawn, or something like that. Bishop and pawn, knight and pawn, or something like that. A pawn is 1 point, knight is 3 points, bishop is 3 point, and queen is, I guess, 9 point. Rook is a bit less important than the queen, but more important than knight or bishop. So the rook is 5 point, and the king is priceless. The king is just pointless. Pointless sounds a bit wrong. The king doesn't hold specific point because the game is over after he captures the king. I don't know why Khatri is suspecting over the geography of our viewers. Does that really matter? No. So let it be wherever he is from. Alright, maybe we can play later on. Maybe Khatri will consider uh, sending you a friend request, and if you can accept that, if you can play with us, that would be fun. Maybe next streams or a video, maybe. Still, Khatri hasn't been able to compensate the 4 points worth of disadvantage. He's still playing with the same disadvantage here. I don't know how will he will compensate the disadvantage. He also has been lacking in terms of time. 2 minutes behind Mr. Best One 555. Yeah, Mr. Khatri, the stream is lagging. Maybe now it's fine, I guess. It was lagging for a little bit of time. You know, it was a thunderstorm here this evening. Yo, Mr. Qadri, you don't have to judge others. Oh, you mean that? Oh, sorry. I I got that wrong. Sorry. Resignation was perhaps the best move in this position, and we know Khatri only plays the best move. And I guess that was it for today. Or Mr. Khatri, you want one more game or what? That was it for today, guys. Thank you for showing up. Thank you